Often, if you turn off the main road and go into the countryside on a dirt road that you've never heard of before, you come across a little hidden gem, a place that most people are unaware of, a place that you didn't know existed in your own country. The place that I found is called Umshanti. It's a small holding in the middle of dairy farm country, about 240 kilometers or 2.5 hours from Cape Town, in a little place called Buffelsjacht, which means buffalo hunt in English. Buffelsjacht is located a few kilometers past the town of Swellendam in South Africa. The caravan park is set up on the banks of a large agricultural reservoir under the Langeberg Mountains, which form a spectacular backdrop. There are occasions when one could be in Switzerland or somewhere in Europe. It's picturesque and lovely. The caravan sites are on grass, and each site has a covered area with a table, which is very useful. Umshanti has a very small caravan section, only 3 caravan sites, but there is plenty of space for a big tent spread, if that's what you have. There are also some interesting little cottages for people to rent for a few days. Each site has 15 amp power, and there's water available from taps placed close to the sites. The water from the taps is borehole water, and while suitable for washing plates and brushing teeth, it's not recommended for drinking, so a drinking water tank has been set up nearby for campers to fill their water bottles with fresh drinking water. Each site has a braai to build your fire and prepare a good meal. The caravan park is surrounded by large tracts of open lands. There were horses in the next field when I was there. Every day I'd go over and feed them an apple or a guava that had fallen off a tree in the park. There are ablution structures which have some interesting designs and which provide the basics, although sometimes the shower water is not hot enough and the interiors could do with a makeover. Toilet paper is supplied. The satellite television reception is perfect, as it seems to be all over southern Africa. My cell phone reception was not good though, and I couldn't use my cell phone as a hotspot. The signal was too poor. The resort does provide Wi-Fi, however, and that is at no charge, so a great free service for guests to use. This is not usually a long-stay resort, and therefore they don't offer monthly rates. You can, however, make an arrangement with the owners in the off-season or in the winter months. From a security aspect, this resort is very safe. I was the only caravaner there through my stay, and nothing was stolen. I find that in the country everyone knows everyone else, and there are a lot of eyes watching, especially if someone who's not supposed to be there turns up. But the main thing is to just keep my laptop and my cell phones locked away and out of sight. From the caravan park one can walk down to the dam, where a floating jetty and a picnic area and lookout platform have been built. In the dam you'll find an array of fish to catch: catfish, bass, bluegills and eels, and there are plenty of places to throw in a line. This is a great spot to do a bit of fishing, or just sit and enjoy the countryside. It's quiet, but it's always busy. Birds are always making their noises in the trees or flying past, or someone may come past in a boat, and most of the time there's something to see. There are organized trips that one can take across the dam, with a short hike on the mountain on the other side and something to eat afterwards. Great fun away from the hustle and bustle of our normal lives. There's a yacht club on the dam about 2 kilometers down a dirt road. This is where you'd launch your boat, which costs 150 rand per launch. I was here in winter, and once again great windless days are followed by cool nights, which are perfect to get a good night's sleep. This caravan park is surrounded by dairy farms and some large open areas. There are plenty of hiking areas, and the dam and its river supply is accessible to the public for much of its length. If you're a trail biker, there's a trick section for motorbikes or bicycles and plenty of trails to ride on. Walking to the back of the resort, I discovered a number of interesting features. There are items of interest all over the place, such as old bicycles and sewing machines, and many other unexpected knickknacks. There are also some fascinating buildings, including the main house, which was built by the owner and added to at various points in time. There's a pond in the back garden that has all sorts of bird life around it. As I did some more exploring, I came across a barn which I was surprised to find had a microlight inside it. Kursi, the owner of the park, flies his microlight from a gravel road behind his home and takes people on trips to show them the area from the air. This fascinated me as I'm interested in anything to do with planes, and it was great to hear the engine start up and watch him take off on another adventure around the dam and past the mountains. This is a splendid area. I've lived in South Africa for most of my life, and I never knew that places like this existed here. I've driven past this area many times on my way to somewhere else, but never looked very closely, never discovered the beauty. It was just a kilometer or two off the highway. So I'm pleased that I'm doing this trip, and pleased to discover these new places. This is a very rural caravan park with all the charm of the countryside to be experienced. There's no swimming pool, but that's more than made up for by the other aspects of the place. The owners and staff are lovely people, very pleasant and always ready to help. I also found a sawmill on the property, where trees that have fallen down or been cut down in the surrounding areas are collected and milled into planks. This is a great place to spend some time. It's 15 kilometers from Swellendam, so close enough for a grocery run into town every 5 or 6 days. There's also a small local store nearby where you can get bread and milk and some basic supplies. Whether you just want to sit, relax, eat and drink and recharge, or get out onto the water, hike along the trails or dash about on a trail bike, or do a bit of everything, Umshanti is a special place to do it. I spent 3 months here during the 2020 lockdown. It's a special place and I give it a rating of 8 out of 10. If you've stayed at this caravan park, give us your rating in the comments section, and in a year or so we'll have worked out a good general rating.